talk about this situation. And I feel like, let's see how you feel about it. Have you heard about a college player named, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but let's try Victory Vaca or Vaca. Victory
Yeah.
Vaca.
Football?
VAKA is how it is spelled. We'll just call him Vic. We'll shorten it to
Call him
Vic.
Vic Vach.
We'll call him Vic.
Vic Vach.
So I read the headline and I went, "Oh man!" But then I read a little, there was a big problem. A lot of people is they see headlines and then don't read the article.
I do that every day.
Well, luckily I didn't do that, so I could figure it out. And I see an article. I see a headline saying, "After his mother's death, Western Kentucky's Victory Vaca lost his scholarship." And I went, "Ooh."
So clearly it's a correlation. Because his mom died, the school took his scholarship.
Well, then something said, so here we go. So 2 months after his mom died unexpectedly, and 3 weeks after he laid her to rest, Victory received a call from Western Kentucky. The Hilltoppers were canceling his scholarship. "I was shocked," he told CBS Sports. Vaca, a senior defensive lineman, transferred from Texas Southern, flew home to grieve after his mother passed on April 2nd. Okay. It's July 15th. April 2nd. He always planned to return for the 2026 season. 9 days ahead of his mom's funeral, he received a phone call from assistant strength coach. Vaca said that the coach provided a summer workout plan and told him he was expected back in June. Then came May 26th. So this was all before May 26th. Question from his position coach: "Where are you?" So from April 2nd, May 26th, once May 26th, "Where are you?" The next day, Chief of Staff Travis Taylor informed Vaca and his agent that the Hilltoppers were moving on. Often, when a player has his aid canceled, he can enter the transfer portal via the NCAA's aid reduction or cancellation. That was Vaca's plan. However, Western Kentucky processed Vaca as a failure to report a disciplinary action. Where are we at? Dismissal prevents that exception from being used, leaving him 1 semester away from graduation with no way for him to transfer and use his final season of eligibility. It's a little discussed reality of college football's ever-changing transfer environment. The spring transfer portal is gone. Roster cuts aren't, and depending on how a school classifies those departures, the NCAA rules can leave athletes with no avenue to continue their careers. Vaca's agent said multiple FBS schools would sign him, but Western Kentucky designated him as a failure to report, and the NCAA denied his legislative relief waiver. He may be out of options. The NCAA, Western Kentucky, they did not comment on this, so all of this is coming from Vaca and his team. And Vaca ended it with, "It's like inhumane what they did. When some of these coaches say they care, they really don't." All right. Let's cut to the chase.
Who's
you don't
Chase?
Get it. Who is Chase? You don't get off. People that work at McDonald's probably wouldn't get a week off for something like that. Maybe a couple days, and then then the funeral or whatever. But
sure,
we can't play this game where you were given 2, 3, 2, all of April, all of May, 2 months. You're given 2 full months to go. Obviously, it sucks. Go deal with what you got to deal with. Because here's the thing: it's can't tell nobody how to grieve. You don't have to tell somebody how to grieve, but you also you need to not move on, but life is still How do you go ahead? You said, but maybe you have something better than what I got right now.
Uh,
I'm still mad I couldn't
well,
say
I mean,
this.
I'm not here to give advice on this because obviously it's like the worst thing ever. But the world isn't going to wait around for you. Your football team isn't going to wait around for you to. Like, if it takes longer, it takes longer. You just miss out on other shit. Like, I think for him, if this is taking longer, forego some of these other things because clearly they're getting in the way.
Well, that's another thing. It's like if it's this bad, if it's taking that much time, were you ready to lock in for the season? Have you been working out?
Probably not.
Are you ready? Because we got a full roster ready to compete and get ready for a
And here's the
season.
thing: we have a bunch of other guys waiting for spots.
But I don't know a single person, a single job. I've never heard of anyone getting that much time ever for that. I mean, 2 full months. You're just away. You don't report for anything. You're just gone. Now I will say, another problem is it seems fishy because it just comes from that side. Because it's hard to believe they went, here's your workout plan. We'll see you in June. And then before June even came, they said, where are you? Obviously, there's either a lie or some type of miscommunication. But regardless,
Yeah,
I really feel like this is on him. Because
and
even
it's not like, oh, you can't grieve or you can't take your time with something like this, but if you want to play football,
you kind of have to commit.
and you have to go out of your way to reach out or involve your school with this process, involve your team with this process, not just go blind.
To act as if they wouldn't work with you or all this.
Sure.
I can't. And also, this was my biggest takeaway from this is the cold-blooded reality of begging and pleading for college football to become more of a business, and then being surprised when they kind of treat you like a corporate employee of some sorts. Like, this is what happens. This is
Your
how
number.
it works.
Your numbers now.
This is kind of how it would work in the NFL. If someone just said, I'm not showing up, not reporting, like, nothing even happened to Brandon Ayuk. And he was just like, I'm not coming here to recover. And they're like, all right, well, you're never playing football.
You will never, ever step foot on this facility ever again.
And so it's just, I don't know. It's not, obviously, like I said, it sucks. It sounds like an awful situation, but like, I don't know. I've grieved losses and the location doesn't change.
100%.
And I've had to go back and, either go to school or go to work or go do it's I don't know. It seems so much more simple when you look at it like that, because when you just read like player cut after going to mother's funeral, it's like, that's not what happened. It's no. Player went to college or went home when his mother passed, stayed home and then the funeral happened, and then still was home. It's like, yes, we understand that you're going through something, but where are you? Are you coming? Are you showing up? What are you doing? And I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're dead right about it being a business. Like, there are no open roster spots. Like, if you get picked, there's 25 other guys who are waiting to get picked behind you. And a lot of these smaller teams are not really insured. They're not. All you got to do is throw out a couple bucks and you can get a player. So,
they're not raking in all the 5-star recruits that they can anyway. So, I mean, they're gonna get what they can get and move on. So yeah. Now, making it to where he can't transfer, I guess is a shittier part.
That's the shittiest part, yeah.
But also, like I said, like if they have to go, we're pulling his scholarship, and there's only so many reasons as to why.
The reason was failure to appear.
I mean, I guess you could lie and say some other reason, but I mean, the reason was the reason, and if in the, I don't know, I'm sure you can appeal it or fight this. I don't know how it works. To be honest, I mean, they're about to let what's his name play. Is what's his name not allowed, or what's his name wasn't allowed to play, or was Swordsby allowed to play?
They flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flip flop, flip
Okay,
flop,
so
flip
I
flop.
don't.
The way that the timeline is so crazy, but the end of it now was they will do a supplemental draft, and then the NFL went, psych, no supplemental draft, which gives zero way for Sorsby to get in outside of the 2027 draft.
Mm-hmm.
So he cannot be in the NFL this year.
Womp, womp.
And now his eligibility is cooked because he declared for the draft. Which I think is the perfect punishment.
You can pull out of that, though. Remember, you don't remember.
What?
You can go back to college after declaring for the draft.
No, I know, but because he was already on his last year of eligibility, like he would have had to re-up.
But I'm saying I don't think you lose your eligibility once you declare.
Also, he was barely eligible. Like they didn't want him to be eligible. And if he did play college ball, the whatever Big 12 or the Big 12 were gonna boycott him. They were gonna boycott Texas Tech.
Yeah, but that would have been entertaining to have.
That would have been entertaining. I was kind of hoping for that instead of like how like literally a rebel quarterback. Like just like only having to play like Western Kentucky and shit, like shitty bum butt teams.
Mm-hmm. Victory Vaca. We'll see. I guess I don't know if he's ever gonna play again, but that the whole backlash about he got cut because of this and that. It's like no, he didn't. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, it's not. We can't tell someone how to grieve or how long to grieve, but where to grieve. I guess is necessarily is maybe the question to ask. Is
sure.
Where do you need to grieve 2 months later? Do you have to be away from your team still and not active? But I don't know. Moving on. I think it's time for Jeopardy.